What's going on, everyone? This is Slackerman with another figure review. Today we are looking at the Mcfarlane Toys Titanfall 2 Titan 10-inch figure here. I believe, according to the packaging anyway, it's the BT-7274 Titan. Now I have to say I'm not a fan of video games per se. I'm not a big video game buff. However, I've always thought that the Titanfall series looked like a very cool game, mainly because it's about mechs. Back in the day, when I did play games, I was kind of a computer gaming guy. Back when MechWarrior 1, MechWarrior 2 was out, and I loved anything with mechs in it. So Pacific Rim, I love that movie, but I was a big MechWarrior fan back in the day. And then when the original Titanfall came out, it reminded me a lot of the old MechWarrior series. Then obviously Titanfall 2 came out. So I've always wanted to get a decent mech toy. I've really liked the designs of Titanfall's robots or mechs. I think they have a very cool, somewhat realistic design to them. The way they move, how the pilots are designed. So I was always wanted to get a Titanfall mech, or Titan, I guess is what they're called. So I did see that Mcfarlane Toys has been coming out with more of static toys. Like, for example, they came out with a 7-inch pilot who doesn't really articulate that much. But then finally they came out with this, I believe this is about 10 inches, this 10-inch deluxe figure. So I finally went to my Toys R Us. I saw it for about 35 bucks, and I thought for $35, even if it sucks, it's not that bad of a hit. So I picked it up. I've always wanted to get the PlayArts Kai Titanfall 2 figure, but that runs around $100 right now or more, and they're hard to find. So I figured $35 is not bad at all. And I have to say, I'm glad I purchased this because it's a really good figure, I think, for the price point. So let's take a look. As far as the packaging, it comes in a big window box. Here it says Titanfall 2, BT-7274, pilot Jack Cooper. I think this is the Titan in the single-player part of Titanfall 2. I could be wrong, though. On the side, you just have Titanfall 2. Then on the back, you have some pictures of the figure. And then, again, Mcfarlane Toys has the 7-inch, just the pilot only. Although they don't really articulate, just the arms kind of swivel. It's weird that Mcfarlane Toys is going back to the, semi-articulated figures. I figured that they would, push more towards more articulation, more joints, but apparently they don't want to get into that game anymore. So anyway, as far as the figure itself, I have to say for a $35 figure, they did a really great job on the paint and the detail. It does have limited articulation, but as you can see here, I think it has enough articulation for a big mech. It can obviously two-hand hold his big rifle here, or machine gun, whatever this thing is. You can actually have it aim a little higher, which is good. He holds it pretty good in the hand. His hands are pliable too, so you can open up the hand, kind of stress the plastic a little bit to get the handle in. So again, taking a look at the paint, everything has a worn look to it, which is very cool. As you can see, he has some decals on his chest there, which is very cool. I believe these are the scopes here and here for when the pilot is inside the mech. That's how they see, obviously, with the cameras. So again, very cool. It does have some detail all over the joints, all over the mech. So you have some arrows there, some little writing on the arms there. So again, everything is nicely detailed. It does come with a pilot, a static pilot, so you can have him standing on top of his Titan. So nothing really special here. It's pretty well detailed for a little static figure. Again, taking a look at the top, you can see that there's the, looks like maybe the hatch to get in with some writing on there. On the back, you can see, I thought these would move. I wish they did, but these are missile launchers there, or rocket launchers. Looks like there's some arms there, so it would extend out in this way, but they don't move, unfortunately. Taking a look at the back of the figure, you have a, whatever that is, maybe a thruster, some jet engines for this guy to jump high, or do a jump jet type thing. Again, you have some nice striping and colors on the back. On the robot butt there, you have some more writing, some more decals. On the legs, you have, you can see there's some writing. Looks similar to, like, military type writing. Some more decals there. The legs are very cool. They remind me of the Robo-Cane from RoboCop 2. His legs were similar. And the figure does stand really nice. The legs just kind of move out, and I don't think they go back and forward. I haven't tried yet. But like I said, his feet, because they're so big, he stands really well. Again, taking a look at the side, you can see it has a really nice worn look on the paint. So again, for $35, I think this is a great purchase. I thought it would be a lot cheaper. I thought they would skimp out on the paint, but they did a really nice job with the detail all over this thing. So you can see here they have some more writing. It says Vanguard there. So again, very cool. As far as his weapon, he comes with one big rifle, which is nicely detailed. See if I can get a closer look. Looks like it comes with a big drum magazine there. As you can see from the side, it comes with blue bullets, so you can see the bullets coming out of the drum magazine going into the rifle. The rifle is nicely detailed. It has some silver paint on it, has a little scope, so that's very cool that they gave it a weapon. That's another thing I like about the Titanfall series, that the mechs actually carry big weapons, where, like, for example, in Mech Warrior, all the weapons were fixed, kind of like the rocket launchers here. They were all on the arms and whatnot. So I think it's a very cool design that Titanfall has for its robots or its mechs. So again, as far as articulation, let me set my camera down here. This figure's too big really to get. I'm gonna have to kind of stretch here to show you, but it is limited, so hopefully this shows up on camera here. His arms, he does have a bend at the elbow, so he can bend about that far. I think if you were to cut this piece, his little flap right here, you could get more of a bend. This kind of hinders it. They do go out to the side. As you can see, it's a pretty decent joint because it holds the weight of the gun. Then it goes forward and back. He doesn't really have a butterfly joint or anything like that. The hands, they're on ball joints, so they can swivel around. You can move them back and forth, hinge them up and down, like so. As far as the legs, they just kind of go in and out like that. It feels like they don't want to go forward, maybe just because my figure's tight. So that's the only movement I see that they can do, is just in and out, which is good because it lets you get them into a decent stance to balance. As far as articulation, that's it. Nothing else moves. So, but as I said before, for a big giant mech robot, I think it does enough. You can hold his gun in one hand. He can do a two-handed rifle hold, and I think that's all you really need for a big robot figure. So again, for $35, I found this at Toys R Us. It's on Amazon for $35 right now. I definitely think this is worth it, especially if you're a robot fan or a mech fan, or if you've actually played the Titanfall game. Then this is definitely worth getting. So hope everyone liked the video, and thanks a lot for watching. If I had to rate this figure with my stupid rating system, I would give it, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. I think the only negative is I wish there was a little more articulation. But again, for a big robot, I think all you need is just to have him hold the gun, and as long as he can balance. So definitely worth picking up, especially for the price point. And again, I'm really impressed with the paint and the level of detail for the figure being so cheap. I really thought this would be more of a plain, dull paint, to make it look more like a toy. But Mcfarlane really did a good job with the paint, the sculpt, and the level of detail for such a cheap price point. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Bye.